Hello, my dear students. Hope everyone is doing well at home. In today's math session, we will be learning certain properties of triangle. Like we will be dealing with certain special category triangles, like the triangle which is having a 30, 60, 90 degree as its value of angles. As well, we will be seeing the property of a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle, and we will firstly learn what is a median, and then we will see what is the property of a median which is drawn on the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So let's start seeing this one by one. Now, our first property is the property of 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Now, as everyone knows, triangle means what? Tri means 3. The figure, the closed figure which is having 3 angles. Okay, so that is nothing but a triangle. So, the values of these 3 angles are specified here. Like one angle is going to be 30, the another one is going to be 60, and the third one is going to be 90 degree. So now let's see what exactly the property is. If the acute angles of a right angle triangle are, like, let me highlight a right angle triangle, like we are having a right angle triangle. Okay, so already it is mentioned that one of its angle is right angle, and the remaining two acute angles, they are saying if that two remaining acute angles, if they are having the value 30 degree and 60 degree, like one angle is having the value 30 degree and another one is having 60 degree, so what did it becomes? See, we get a triangle with the 30, 60, 90 degree values. Okay, then if you are having any such kind of triangle, then the length of the side which is opposite to 30 degree. Now here we have an angle 30 degree. Now which is the side opposite to 30 degree? This side. Okay, the angle which is facing this 30 degree, this one. So the length of the side which is opposite to the 30 degree angle, it will be half of the hypotenuse. Okay, so this side, whatever it is which is opposite to 30 degree, now let me name it. If I name it as ABC, then this BC is going to be half of hypotenuse AC, and the length of the side which is opposite to 60 degree angle. Now here we have 60 degree angle. Now who is opposite to 60? This side AB. So this side AB is going to be root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. Okay, so this property is called as a 30, 60, 90 degree theorem. Like I said, so this is a special type of triangle which has an angle of 30, 60, 90, and we can estimate the sides. Okay, if you know the hypotenuse, then you can find the value of the sides which is opposite to 30 or 60. Now let's see this property with the help of an equation. Now here we have a triangle. Its angle B is 90 degree, C is 30 degree, and A is 60 degree. Now what did we learn into the 30, 60, 90 degree property? That the side which is opposite to 30 degree. Now who is opposite to 30 degree? Side opposite to 30 degree is AB. Okay, so this AB is going to be half of hypotenuse. Okay, half of hypotenuse. Now children, who is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is the side which is opposite to 90 degree. That means AC. Okay, so it will be half of AC. Now if you know the value of AC, definitely you can find the value of AB. Okay, so let's take certain things like 3, 4, 5, any assuming value you can take. Okay, if AC is 8, then AB is going to be 4. If AC is 10, then AB is going to be 5. Okay, so what is this? The side which is opposite to 30 degree, that is AB, it will be always half of the hypotenuse. Then let's talk about the side opposite to 60 degree. We know that who is opposite to 60 degree? Here it's 60 degree. So opposite to 60 degree is this side BC. Then BC will be root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. Okay, so that is what, again, who is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. sorry, this should be root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse AC. Suppose we have the hypotenuse AC as 10. So what will be the value of BC then? Root 3, I have taken the value of AC, that is hypotenuse, as 10. So it will be, in place of AC, I will put it as 10. So it will be 2 ones are 2 and 2 fives are, we have it as 10. So the value of BC will be 5 root 3. Like see, BC's length will be 5 root 3 units. Okay. So in this way, you are going to find out the values or the length of the sides for a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. In the similar fashion, we have a 45, 45, 90 degree property. Let's see what it is. Now children, as like I said, this is also a special kind of triangle. Now here what is happening? This is more special. Okay, let me tell you. Like one angle is 90 degree. Okay, so we have written it. Then the remaining two angles are like 45, 45. So this angle is 45 and even this angle is 45 degree. And we already know if we have the base angle same, then that triangle will be called as an isosceles triangle. And what is the property of isosceles triangle? That the sides which are opposite to the congruent angles, so that will also be same. Okay, so this is a isosceles triangle. Whenever there are two same angles in a triangle, we call it as a isosceles triangle. And what is the property of isosceles triangle? Two angles will be same and the sides which are opposite to that particular angles, those sides are also going to be same. Okay, so let's see how this property will be helpful to us. Now if acute angles of a right angle triangle, let me highlight again, already it is a right angle triangle, and if the values of its acute angles, if those are 45 degree and 45 degree as like I have drawn here, then the length of each side containing the right angle. Now the length of the side which is containing the right angle means what? Who is building this right angle? This side and this side. Okay, so that is making a right angle. So its length is going to be hypotenuse divided by root 2, or you can simply say 1 upon root 2 multiplied by the hypotenuse. Okay, so the length of this sides is going to be equal to 1 upon root 2 multiplied by the length of the hypotenuse. Like in the last theorem, we got two equations. Okay, like side opposite to 30 degrees half of hypotenuse and side opposite to 60 degrees root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. But here we got same value for both the sides. Why? Why? Because it is an isosceles triangle, and for isosceles triangle the value of both the sides is going to be same. Okay, just the hypotenuse length is going to be different. Now this property is called as the 45 45 90 degree theorem. So again, this is a special category triangle where the two acute angles are 45 degree and the one angle is a right angle. Okay, now let's do this also. Like I said, student, for this base angles are same, like angle A and angle C are 45 degree and angle B is 90 degree. Okay, that is a right angle. So the sides which are opposite to the congruent angles. Now opposite to C is AB and opposite to A is BC. So this AB and BC are going to be of the same length. And what did we learn from the 45, 45, 90 degree property? That the side which is opposite to 45 degree, okay, that will be 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse. Okay, now exactly here opposite to 45 degree we are having two sides, that is one its side AB and another one its side BC. So these two are going to be 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse, and here who is the hypotenuse? The side opposite to B, right angle, that is AC. Okay, 1 upon root 2 times AC. Now suppose if we consider the length of AC as, like we will take it as 8 centimeter, Then let's evaluate this. 1 upon root 2 into 8 centimeter. So simply you can write it as 8 upon root 2 centimeter, or if you want to divide it further, we know that 2 fours are is 8 upon root 2, and this 2 we can split it into root 2 into 4 upon root 2. Then what next? This root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled, and ultimately you will get it as 4 root 2 centimeter. Children, even if you write up to here, that is also okay. If you further simplify, that will be well and good. Okay, so this was the 45, 45, 90 degree property. Then let's come to the property of median of a triangle. Like again a new concept, but easy and important. Like as we are dealing with a triangle chapter, every property which we will be dealing in the chapter will be related to the triangle. Now let's see what exactly is a median of a triangle. It is a segment which is joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to it. That will be called as the median of a triangle. Okay, like see children, here I have taken triangle ABC. Okay, now the triangle ABC is having three vertices, like one is A, then B and C. Okay, so each vertex, opposite to each vertex, there is a side. Opposite to vertex A is BC, opposite to vertex B is AC, opposite to vertex C is AB. Okay, so like, and each side is having its midpoint. Okay, like here for side BC, I have taken the midpoint as this M. Okay, the midpoint of segment BC is M. If I draw a line which is joining, now who is the vertex opposite to BC? It is A. Suppose if I draw a line which is joining A and midpoint of BC, that is M. If I draw a segment AM, then this segment AM will be called as a median. Okay, what is a median? It is a segment which is joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Now suppose here I have N. Okay, now this N is midpoint of AC. Okay, and then if I draw a line which is joining B and N, okay, side opposite to B is AC, correct? So what will happen? BN will be a median. Okay, so like three sides are there, so each triangle will be having three medians. I hope the concept of median is clear now. Now let's see a new concept, that is a centroid. Now, as I said, a triangle has three vertices. It has three vertices and three sides. Okay, so whenever you are joining a vertex with the midpoint of the opposite side, then that will form a median. And as three vertices and three sides, you have three medians, and where the three medians meet, this point, that point will be called as a centroid. Where the three medians of a triangle meet, that point is called as a centroid, and it is always denoted by a capital letter G. Okay, now what is a centroid? Where the three medians of a triangle meet, that point is called as a centroid. They should coincide. All three medians should meet at one point. Now this was the definition. Now let's see what is the property related to the centroid. The point of concurrence of the medians, that is the centroid G, where all three medians are meeting. Concurrence of the medians of a triangle, it divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Very important property, children. In 10th standard also you need to use it. Like see, what is the property? The point G will divide the median into the ratio 2:1. Okay, like see, let me take an example, AM. Now M is midpoint of BC, like PM and MC is going to be equal. Okay, let's take an example of AM only. AM is a median. Now suppose AM is of 6 centimeter. Okay, AM is of 6 centimeter. So this point G will divide this. It will cut it into the such a way that it will be divided into the ratio 2:1. Okay. Now I can cut this 6 centimeter into 2:1. How? Like AG will become 4 centimeter and GM will become 2 centimeter. Okay. So this is your AG and this is your GM. Okay, so that is what it has got cut into the ratio 2:1. Okay, like one part will be double of the another part. Now imagine this GM is 2 centimeter. What is double of 2 centimeter? It will be 4 centimeter. So AG is going to be of 4 centimeter. Again I repeat, it is a very important property. Like, see, what is the property saying? That the median is going to divide, the centroid is going to divide each median into the ratio 2:1. Okay, one more time I will explain. Get it clear? Like suppose this AM is of 6 centimeter. Okay, the point G, that is the centroid G, it will cut it into the way that AG will be double of GM. Okay, or GM can be double of AG. Anyways, but the ratio has to be 2:1. Like we took the example of, suppose AM is of 6 centimeter. Okay, AM is how much? Initially it is 6 centimeter. So AG will be of 4 centimeter and GM will be of 2 centimeter. If you add this, you are going to get the total length of AM, that is 6 centimeter. But what is the ratio? See, 2 centimeters double is 4 centimeters. So this is 2:1. The centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Okay. So very important property. Then the property relating to the median. We saw the definition of the median. Then we saw what exactly the centroid does. How many medians a triangle has? It has 3 medians, and where it meets, that point is called as a centroid. Now let's see one more special property. The property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of a right triangle. Okay. So now, as the name suggests, we are having a right angle triangle ABC where angle B is 90 degree. Okay. Then hypotenuse will be the side opposite to B, that is AC. Now, if you take the midpoint of AC, okay, midpoint of AC is M, and now opposite to AC is B. You join the vertex B and the midpoint of AC M, that is BM. So BM will act as a median, and as it is observed, it is drawn on the hypotenuse AC. Okay, now let's see what is the property related to it. In a right angle triangle, the length of the median on its hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, like now if you observe the figure, BM is the median which is drawn on the hypotenuse AC. So this BM will be half of, see, the length of this median which is drawn on the hypotenuse BM, that will be half of hypotenuse. Okay, so that means who is the hypotenuse here? Half of AC. So suppose AC is 10 centimeter, then BM is going to be 5 centimeter. Okay, so this is nothing but the property of median which is drawn on the hypotenuse of a right triangle. I hope everyone has got the session very nicely, and if you are having any doubt or any query, or there is any suggestion you want to give us, please drop it into the comment section. And if you have loved today's session, don't forget to like, share and subscribe your own YouTube channel, that is Your Rhythm Nexus. Thank you.